interview should be conducted in English, I think.
Okay. So Kapil is
Yeah.
basically
Because
having
most.
around 2 years of
Mhm.
experience and he's trying for manual testing. So that is his background, right? So if you want to ask to know his knowledge level, like you can ask something and you can suggest okay, what is required to get a job.
So, as Ram already mentioned, like you worked as a recruiter, and few times back you were working in QA domain, right?
Right,
Kapil,
right, right.
can we start with your introduction, a brief one?
Yeah, myself Kapil, and I have I have completed my graduation from Uttar Pradesh Technical University in computer science, and I have started my career as a US staffing sector, and after that I move in core IT as a software test engineer, and after in 2019 uh, my I lost my job, and after that I joined uh, US staffing sector again. So
Okay.
basically I have one around 2 year experience in manual testing, manual domain.
Okay. So what is the reason of your job loss?
Actually that time I that time we can say I was actually seriously I got a paralysis that time on
Okay.
facial paralysis. So for recovering that thing, I took 3 and 4 months, and after that pandemic has started. So that's why I joined in the staffing sector again.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're good. Health-wise, you are good, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So what do you know overall
After
in man?
after that, I worked as a IT recruiter in 6 months in Eros Technologies.
Mhm.
So now I'm fit, absolutely fit.
So okay, let's start on the technical thing. Like you want to work as a QA. Why you want to work as a QA?
Because uh, I want to work as a QA because first I did engineering, so I want to work in my core domain, core IT sector. First thing is that, and second thing is that I love testing.
So,
I
so
love to
see from your
analyze things to
resume
test it.
perspective, from your resume perspective, it is very clear. Like you are switching between US staffing and your testing career, right? QA domain, right?
Yeah,
So why there is a frequent switch from here to there and there to here?
because that time I have no job and I need some I need some financially. So at that time I have not a job, so I joined that time staffing sector.
Okay. Okay. So okay, let's come to your testing part. So what all you know, what all you have worked on till now in testing?
Actually, I have done regression testing. I have done sometime I have done performance testing as well, and unit testing, and uh,
Can you help me understand all those all of these that you have talked about? Like what is regression testing?
regression is testing is a test. Basically, regression is a part of a retesting. Uh, when we have when we have reported bugs, and after that developer have fixed that bugs, and after in regression we have checked that bug, which bug have fixed, the functionality of that bug is not impact on other functionality of application. So this is known as
What
regression testing.
what is the difference between retest and regression?
retest we have test all test cases again. That and in regression we have test only functionality. That bugs the bugs we have we got from the developer as a fixed. Uh, that is impact on other functionality of application or not in regression.
So I think your way of expression is not great, or you are not able to explain it properly, or you don't know the exact difference.
Okay.
So basically, what is retest? Retest is something. Suppose you have blocked the bug and you got a new build, and someone
Okay.
wants to test that bug again, right? So that is retest. Retest is
Okay.
something you want to test it again, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
regression is what? Regression is something like, suppose you have raised a bug and it might have some complications around the corner of your software. So you
Okay.
will test in all the impacted areas or surrounding areas. That is regression test,
Okay. Okay.
right? Okay.
Right.
Moving to your performance thing, like you have told me, like you have done performance testing, unit testing. What are those? What exactly you have done?
Unit testing is a testing when we have test a particular module.
So is it manual test or it is
When
automated test?
in unit testing, we have not need to go deep functionality of the application.
Okay, again, I just want to correct you. Like unit testing is something we always make sure, like when we are saying unit testing in particular, that time we are meaning like it is always an automated test, unit automation test. Generally, unit tests are written by developers, right? And we
Right. Right.
write functional tests, right?
Right.
So here also you are not correct. Okay, coming on to your performance test, what performance you have done?
I have uh, actually when I was in a QA Infotech, I got QA Infotech got a project, and uh, that time I was the part of that team, which is for a little time.
QA
Uh,
Infotech is in Noida, right? Sector
right.
59, right?
59. That
So
time I used
when you joined QA Infotech?
in 2016, April
2016.
2016, 1st of April.
Who is the manager?
Anand Bal.
Anand? Okay. Okay. What exactly you have done in performance test?
I tested that how can I explain? Give me time. That time I have checked when many users hit on that application at once. What what will the reaction of that time of application? It will crash or not? I checked that
So everything was done manual, right?
manual.
Okay. So again, we don't use manual test in performance. Uh, it's something like we need to have immense amount of load into an application that we cannot do
Yeah.
manually on an application, so that we can test the stress of that application. Okay. So
Okay.
apart from this, what all you know in testing? Like, do you know? So suppose you want to test an application, or you want to derive some test cases of an application. What all things you will consider before drafting those test cases?
First, I will consider his application functionality, UI, UI things, and uh, um, functionality, UI, and
No, what I meant to what I meant is like what all
Mm-hmm.
things you will consider while drafting test cases. Like suppose you got an application and someone asked you to write test cases around it.
I will consider first his application UI and functionality, all that things. Because for drafting test cases, we have used his functionality and we have implement test cases on his functionality, his UI structure.
Suppose let's brief into what you want to test. Like suppose you have a login page and you want to
Okay.
test that login page.
Okay.
So what all test cases that comes in your mind?
We have first we have checked that time we have used yeah, which type of characters, alphabets. Uh, we have used many type of alphabets, characters, and numbers, and uh, and special numbers, all that. And we have we used in login, we used in login module, and we have checked login button also. And
So let me again ask you, give
mhm.
me test cases. So number one, what will be your first test case?
Click
What you will
on
test?
uh, I will test mm, first click uh, first test will be we have mentioned we have to check that my login that my login on my login page uh, all numbers and characters and alphabets uh, will be uh, characters is valid for email ID or not, as well as password. We have used
So let me again help you with the UI of the page. So basically you have username, which is a text box,
yeah, yeah.
password, which is a text box, which is password encrypted type, and you have
Mhm.
a OK and a cancel button. So now you tell me what will be your input, what will be the output, what you are expecting. Tell me a test case. So far you haven't told me anything.
Okay, okay. When we have a valid login credentials, we have click on login button, and
So first
login
case
button.
is your like when is it is a positive case. So you
Yeah,
have
positive.
exact
So when
username,
we have
password,
used
and you clicked on OK button, then it should
OK
log you
button, then
in into the
the page will
application.
be navigate on a correct page.
Okay, correct page, home page, or log you
Yeah,
in the application.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
second case.
Second, when we have used
Okay, correct. Then
invalid user
third
password,
case.
and that time a message should be appear, your you have entered login incorrect username or password.
Correct. Third case.
When we have click on when we have click on encrypted encrypted button, you have to see you have to see your which is what is your you are entering in password, or what is you are entering in your password.
Didn't get you properly. Can you help me understand that?
I'm saying that when we have click on encrypted button,
Encrypted
uh,
button. What is that button?
when we hide the password information,
So based on
when
my
we
requirement, I
Mhm.
haven't mentioned like there is an any encrypted or decrypted button.
Okay.
Did I?
And if there is no encrypted button, when we third case will be negative negative test case also will be there, there should the text username and password is we have checked if yeah, when we have used a small password, a small character password, then then there should be then a pop up like a low strength password and medium as well as high.
So again, you
Okay,
are assuming that this is a functionality. I haven't mentioned this functionality.
you have not mentioned this functionality.
So what I told you, there are these buttons like username,
Okay,
password, and OK and
okay,
a cancel button. I haven't
okay,
mentioned any kind of functionality. So you
okay,
are again
okay.
assuming things like this will be there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay, when we have, and third one is when we have click on a cancel button.
Okay.
So that time we come we will navigate on properly. After click on navigate cancel button, we should be navigate on module page, UI page.
So I think I am done. Ram, I am done with the interview. Shall I?
Yes.
Acha.
Yeah. You
So
like to provide any feedback?
yes, yes. So I want to go with the feedback session now.
Yeah. Be honest, right? It's okay.
Yep. So will you be okay?
Will ha- because it will
Will you be
help me.
recording it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Again. Okay. So Kapil, first thing. So you are mentioning like you have worked with US staffing things and all, but your
Mm-hmm.
communication is very bad to per se.
Okay. Actually, I'm work on it. I know. You are right.
So when you are trying to explain something which you know also, you are not able to explain it properly. So you will lose there many points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your first expression is very wrong. And when somebody asks you like, tell me something about yourself, this
Okay.
should be something which you know, and this should you should learn it properly. Like write 10 times and mug it up because this
Okay.
question will come every time in every interview.
This is the first question.
This is the first question, right? Every
Mm.
interview will ask you, tell me about yourself. So
Yeah.
you should tell it very
Very
nicely
short.
so that you will make a very first impression. Whenever you will go to an interview, they will ask it. Right? Second thing, when you are considering for your manual testing, right? So first thing you should know all the jargons of manual testing. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you are saying is not correct. It's not up to the
Okay.
mark. So what you should do here, write manual testing in Google, right? You will end
Okay.
up finding a Wikipedia link.
Okay.
And in that Wikipedia link, you will see all the jargons. Go and read one by one
Okay. Okay.
and have some kind of clarity on all the jargons that suppose flaky test, right? Flaky test, unit test, automation test, what are performance tests, what all we do in performance test, what is pipe
Mm-hmm.
testing. So if you are saying something, you should know about it. If you
Okay.
don't know
Okay.
something, don't include in your pitch.
Okay. Okay.
Like suppose I asked you what you know in manual testing, you told me some unit testing, regression. You missed the core part like functional testing. I do functional testing. Basically, manual testing means a functional testing,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Right. Right.
And what are non-functional testing? Non-functional testing means which is not related to functionality.
Like UI testing and all that.
No. UI testing is again functional testing.
Okay. Okay.
What is non-functional testing? Non-functional testing is something which is not related to functionality. Like performance test is a non-functional test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usability test is a non-functional test. So those are the non-functional testing. So you need to learn all those things before applying to any testing job.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, then suppose you want to write some test cases. So again, in manual testing, everyone will ask you to write some test cases around one functionality or one feature. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to learn how to draft test cases. What are the positive tests? What are the negative tests? What all non-functional tests you will do in that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to categorically define all the tests, not
Okay.
something like I'll do this, I'll do that.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
from the very basic. Like
Okay.
I'll test positive test cases. Under positive test cases, I'll use username, password, and then click on OK. It will land me to home page, or it will log in me to the application, right? What are
Okay.
the negative tests? Negative test, I'll use some junk characters in the password and click on OK button. Then it will prompt me an error, or I'll do multiples click on OK button. What will
Mm-hmm.
happen? So these all things comes under negative test. So every
Okay.
time if you when you say you are drafting test cases, people are more concerned on the negative side of it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, positive case is always one. There is only one positive case, or maybe two,
Mm-hmm.
three. Negative test case is something which you have to master on. Like what
Okay.
should be
Okay.
the have to always think out of the box for negative test cases, right?
Okay. 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 Okay.
So these are my general feedback. So you have to work
Okay.
on before applying to any interview. So go
I
to
will work on
Wikipedia,
it.
learn all.
Definitely. I will
Go
work
to
on it.
Wikipedia, learn all the jargons, practice it, and try to learn about what are the test plans, how to write test plan, test strategy, all those things.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think this should cover everything.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem.
And yeah, performance testing is usually manual tester don't do. They are done by performance tester.
Performance testers.
Yeah, so they use JMeter or some tool.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
J-meter.
like quality. What is the product of HP to performance testing? I know JMeter in this thing, and there's a more
JMeter
tools.
is
Are
the free one. Huh. So there are many tools. Silk is there. Then JMeter is the very basic thing that people uses in order to save cost. And QC is something which HP has a license, QC tool.
yeah. Okay, it has load testing itself, right? It don't have any separate
Yes,
product.
yes. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Load test, stress test, spike test, everything. All three you can do in any specific tool.
so okay, load test. What is the spike test? Suddenly you put a spike.
Spike. So suppose you put 10,000 users at once at any given point of time, and how much it can spike
Suddenly,
at
right?
suddenly.
Yeah, okay.
And then you kept that load for a while to see the performance of that application,
Okay, yeah, okay.
and you increase the load. If you want to test the stress, then you increase the load after every interval, and check like at what point the system is able to break, or it
Yeah,
doesn't
stress
support
testing
the.
basically when it break, and load testing means how
Yeah, yeah.
long it without breaking it can sustain. I think that is the key difference.
Yes.
And spike test is like you suddenly put a stress, right? So maybe service will scale, it will take some time. So yeah,
So
how much?
so
So it's
ev-
like yeah.
so in a day, at a given point, you increase the load, and then check like if system is able to handle that load.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, reading the jargon is there anywhere in Wikipedia is there, but it is not very well organized. So is it somewhere we can find
So
this thing organized or some?
software testing, or you can write, or you can see guru99.com is a very good site. You can go and learn all those things. Guru99.com.
Yeah. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
using this.
So you
Okay.
should,
99.
that is a good site. You
Yeah.
can
So
go and
I think
learn
for
all those
developer
things.
we use Geeks for Geeks, and I think yeah for QA looks
That
like
is
a good.
no. For programming, you have to go to Geeks Hub. Geeks
Yeah.
lead code, and these all the things, right?
Yeah. But for manual testing, I think
For
this is
for for learning basic definitions and all, you can use Guru 99. That is a good site.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then yeah. Thanks, Kunal, and please Kapil work on this. Yeah.
Yeah, I will work on this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you,
Okay.
Thanks,
Kunal. Thank you
Ram.
very much.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.